Yeah.
What's up, big man?
Hello.
Hey. All right.
I'm wearing the same shirt I wore at the end of the day yesterday.
Oh, it's fine. You put it on towards the end of the shift. I'm like,
Smells
I
fresh
feel
enough.
like I'm way over. Am I way over today?
I don't know. Just keep going.
Well, okay. I see how it is. You're like, more spotlight on me.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
How's it going, everybody? It's the Mythos Weekly live stream. We're back. Matthew and I.
Where we been?
You... I don't. Where were you 2 Fridays ago?
My wife was out of town in town.
Oh, that's right.
First,
she was busy.
She was busy, so I had to take that Friday off. And then you were gone the next week, so it's been 2 weeks.
I completely forgot to say anything on Instagram on Friday.
That we weren't going to do the show.
Yeah, I was at Universal Studios, Orlando.
And how was that?
It was all right.
That's it? It was all right?
I had a great time.
Yeah.
Hello.
Woo!
What was that?
Cash money. Starting off. I'm drunk. Hello from Australia. I mean,
that's fine.
That's what's expected.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
what time is it in Australia right now?
It's like 11 hours different, right?
Is that what it is?
Something like that.
Yeah. So you're ready to pop a few. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But no, it was all in all, it was fun. Graham, I thought since our last theme park excursion.
That was 2 years ago.
It was 2 years ago.
You did Disney World.
Mm-hmm. I thought he's gonna like it, and he said he would.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll do it. And he did not.
Was he better than 2 years ago?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But
yeah.
He just, he's a kid. He gets in his head.
It's 11:33 in Australia.
That's late.
So yeah, so you could be a little drunk.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you can be drunk anytime you want if that's your thing. No, if that's your thing, you don't have to be an alcoholic.
No, I'm kidding.
That's just your thing.
But no, he did good. It was touch and go there for a minute on some of the rides, but he rode them and he did good.
That's great. Well, I'm glad you had a wonderful time.
Yeah, I rode all the rides. I sat up front on the roller coasters if I could. I was ready.
Yeah.
There was one that you start the ride by going completely vertical, like 90 degrees, just straight up on your back, and that was a little scary.
I'm good. I don't really like roller coasters at all, so I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you've had a lot of stuff going on at home, not here
so
much.
Yeah.
But...
Well, my wife, she does Girls' State, which is slightly complicated to explain, but it's like a civics youth camp kind of thing.
Yes.
If you watch Parks and Recreation, I say it's Leslie Knope Camp for 17-year-old girls. So my wife did it when she was in high school, and now she's a volunteer there, and it's a wonderful program. And so she did that for a week.
Oh, we got a thumbs down.
Oh,
talking about your wife.
Probably. Maybe it is her. And then she had surgery to fix her deviated septum right afterwards.
Man.
So she's been out of commission. So I've been super dad for the last couple weeks, and
now she's gonna smell everything.
Oh my God, she had the best sense of smell of anybody I'd ever met, and now she fixed that. I mean, I expect Professor X to be knocking on our door and being like, well, "We need your ass."
You're just like in the kitchen making lunch one day, and you just hear da 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 da. You're like, "Oh no, they're here!"
Yeah, but it was we had a good time here while you were gone. We got a lot done. It was fun, but it's glad to have you back, and now it's. Feels like it's taken a whole week for us to kind of get our bearings again.
Yeah, I'm still, well, in addition to going on vacation, when we got home, we immediately bought a puppy. We got a puppy.
Yeah.
So, it's fine. Yeah. I'm tired. We're crate training, and he just like the whole night.
So you got that going on.
Yes, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So back to the gear.
Back to gear.
Yeah.
Only one thing I could think of that came out that was interesting, but in the comment section, let us know.
Somebody mentioned a Keeley pedal.
Is it announced? I saw like an emblem.
There was a teaser. Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Do you know what it is?
I have no idea.
No idea.
I don't know. Since Robert's shifted everything to his little like iconography, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
We teased something this week. If you paid attention to our Instagram.
Yes, we did.
We did. We teased something.
Not in here.
No. So that's good. That'll be something that'll happen sooner rather than later. So that's exciting.
I love this.
Okay.
Yeah. Who cares?
New Keeley drops on Monday.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Wild speculation. It'll be a pedal. Everybody will talk about it for about 48 hours, and then no one will speak of it again. Which happens to everyone's pedals nowadays.
That's it.
That's how it works.
Yeah. Let's see. Ooh.
What do we got?
I like this. On the road this morning to pick up my first Strat. This live stream will make the 3-hour drive sweeter.
You just play it on a loop.
Yeah.
Like, watch it and then watch it back twice.
Well, Josh, I hope that the Strat is worth the 3-hour drive.
What are you getting?
Yeah. Well, hey, maybe let us know later, because if you're driving...
No, he's fine.
He shouldn't be leaving comments on YouTube.
Yeah, he's fine. Maybe he's doing voice to text.
Well, that's okay. If you can voice to text, then that's fine.
He's just yelling at the phone. Exclamation point! Exclamation point!
American Standard Pro 2!
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Manus is a modded clone. Okay. That's what the new Keeley is.
Did they do a clone before?
They had the Oxblood, which was kind of like if you took a Klon and a Tube Screamer, and I never liked that pedal.
No.
I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just didn't do enough for me. Oh, American Pro 2 Mystic Surf Green. Fun.
That sounds awesome.
Thoughts on the new Helix Stadium stuff? That was
rad. That's what you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's...
You and I are both stompers, so we got this.
It's like, what?
We got HX stomps. We're both stompers.
We're both stompers. Let's see if we can...
let's see what's going on with this thing.
Screen share. Boink. Make sure that we get just this window here. There we go. So...
Oh, excuse me.
So yeah, Line 6 for the 10th anniversary of Helix, which is crazy.
10 years, man.
That the HX stuff has been out that long. They just announced a new thing, the Helix Stadium.
Okay.
And oh man, it's like Mario 64.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. I remember when I first saw that.
Yeah.
And when did that game? 96.
Yeah, it was September or October of '96.
Yeah.
When N64 came out.
I remember playing in Super Mario 64 and like being able to like manipulate his face. I was like,
really
"This is the future.
Yeah,
this game is just gonna get crazy."
Yeah, it did.
Boink.
It did. Man, I used to go to Blockbuster Video because they had like a kiosk set up before I could get a 64, and they had Mario. I'd just go and stand there and play it for as long as I could.
Just playing Babam Battlefield. Man, what a great... How much does a website like this cost?
More than we got.
Yeah, well, I got Yamaha money. So another thumbs down. We saw it. We see like a little fade.
Man, what did we do?
I don't know.
Jeez.
Eat a hot one.
Tough crowd. All right. Ooh, I can smell that burp from here. Thank you, Corey. Hey. Come on down. I'll burp in your face for free.
The new Helix Stadium is cool. Yeah. So it's an entire new modeling methodology. More I/O. More. There's another one. There we go.
Now it's the thing.
Yeah, now it's the thing. Okay. People. It's got scribble strips on the XL.
It's got scribble strips?
Scribble strips.
Finally.
Which are the little tiny screens above the foot switches.
Okay.
Expression
so it says what it is.
With multiple expression. Let's see if I can enhance. Whoa, okay. You know, and a big touch screen. Look at the back on this thing.
Man.
Holy mackerel.
Look at that.
I'm into this. 'Cause as much as I've wanted to like fall in love with other modeling things, I feel like the Line 6 stuff just sounds great.
Yeah.
It's easy to tweak.
I've really enjoyed mine.
And I just want to keep I don't know, I just want to kind of keep in this
ecosystem
because
yeah, I mean, once you get into one, I know probably other people that are on to one of the other comparable products. Once you're in that and you're making your presets and you're doing your whole thing, like that's what you use.
The only thing it doesn't do, I don't think it'll do captures.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
A lot going on.
Yeah. But I'm really curious about it. I think it's it's not cheap, but if anything, I think Line 6. Okay, yeah. The stadium floor is $1,800, and then the XL, the big one with the expression, is $2,200. Okay. I mean, it's a lot of money for sure. But the cool thing about it is that I bought my Stomp ages ago, and they still continue to update it,
support it.
It sounds great. It sounds better than it did when I got it, and I could foresee this being a piece of gear you'd use for years and years to come.
Very cool.
So I'm all about it. I really want to try one. I'll probably get one. I don't know why.
Because buying stuff is fun.
It is fun.
Buying stuff is fun.
But I was going to get rid of. I was going to get rid of my power cab.
Why?
And I don't know. And then every time I plug it in, I'm like, this is neat.
You got your stomp right sitting on top.
I know. It sounds great.
Yeah.
There's a thumbs up. We gotta counteract these thumbs down. So maybe we go through some of the comments. What other gear has come out?
Yeah. What are the
captures are coming? They said. Cool.
Okay.
It will do captures. Cool.
Ventral thing. Cool.
I'm into that.
Yeah.
I haven't watched all the videos yet.
So what are you into right now? What are you feeling?
I don't know.
What's your next thing? What are you obsessing over anything?
Not really. I mean, the only thing that I'm like currently interested in even getting is not guitar related. I just want
what?
There was a bunch of thumbs ups. Thank you.
Hi guys.
Oh, we lost the thumbs down. Thank you. The company that makes all of my Proton Pack replica stuff.
Yeah.
They are doing the final bit I need to finish my like crazy accurate Proton Pack, and
that's awesome.
Once that gets done, then
you're good.
I really got it. I want to finish that and then the thrower, the Neutrona one back there. But yeah, okay. Did you ever try using a Catalyst? Well, yes. Did you ever try using a Catalyst as a speaker for your HX Stop? I have, and it sounds good because I have a Catalyst.
Yeah.
I think the Catalyst, using it as an it's not an FR cab, but like using it as an amplifier, makes the HX Stomp sound a bit more natural.
Okay.
Whereas the power cab just sounds like you're hearing a guitar through a front of house setup. Yes. Or studio monitors. You're not. It
sounds good though.
It does. It sounds great.
I mean, I got this HX Stomp mostly because I came in one day and you were doing that, and I was like, "Oh, that sounds really good."
Mm-hmm.
And then I wanted a headphone setup that was versatile, and you had all of your presets that you let me have, and so we were done. That's all I ever used.
Playing with headphones.
Yeah, it's great.
I think it's the best.
I mean,
solution.
I use your ZZ Topish, and then I made my Meat Patrol, which is a 5150 and a phaser. And that's it. It's terrific.
I would love to work with Line 6 and get some Mythos stuff in them. I think that'd be really fun. Yeah. And I know a bunch of people there, so maybe one day I could do that.
Maybe one day.
Watch the video on the Stadium. I'm going to. I'm really into it.
And I know somebody said like it's hard to argue with that one. Hard to get that one when you could buy a tube amp for that price. But I think that's a totally different application.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be pricing them. Should I get a tube amp or should I get this? It's a whole other world.
Apples and oranges.
But yeah,
despite Reverb like classifying these things in the same category.
Get both.
Get both.
Yeah.
Josh really enjoyed the Tube Screamer video on Rhett's channel. My favorite thing about the Tube Screamer video
is that we sold a lot of envies after it was posted. That's what I liked about it.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. It did that. But the top comment was I love when Zach goes to Rhett's to try to convince him to like stuff he hates. Yeah,
it's like, it is a genre unto itself.
It is, and I love that. I'm just forever. I don't know. I try to convince. I mean. We can't talk about some Star Wars movies because we just get into arguments.
There's certain things that we just don't. We
can't talk about. But Rhett, he at least will hear me out, even though I never sway him, and I never will sway him. But I'm never.
I think it's more just it's a way to sort of bounce your thoughts and ideas about certain pieces of gear, and Rhett has like might have a strong opinion about something, but definitely it's one that other people have as well.
Yeah,
and you never know. You might not sway him, but you might sway somebody else that is.
Yeah, I think the only thing about the Rhett video, we didn't mix up the gear that much. We just used the same stuff the whole time, and I kind of wish I proved my point for the use case for the Screamer because. Yep. I mean, Rhett is right. I was playing my custom shop Strat that's behind Matthew there into the Vintage Deluxe, and I had it kind of mid-scooped, and I turned on one of my screamer. There it is. One of my screamers, and it was like, oh yeah, it just kind of makes it full and big sounding, and it's great. But I love it just as much going into something pushed with humbuckers. So we didn't really do that.
Yeah,
gotcha. Which we kind of should have. Alex asks, thoughts on the Klon Behringer situation. So this is interesting.
It is interesting.
Because Bill finally kind of went after somebody about clones, mainly because of trade dress. If you're not familiar with trade dress, that is like if I made a Mythos pedal that was in this box that said tube scrammer or something, and didn't say Mythos on the face of it, it would look like I was trying to to pull one over on somebody. And so basically, I as soon as I saw the damn thing, I thought, oh, this is bad news. Behringer released their Centaur pedal.
I mean, it's not even
trying.
They're not even. There's not zero attempts at trying. And I think that like when we talk about all this stuff, so much of the like the real legality of it, especially if you guys remember, you know, the whole Les Paul versus the PRS single cut idea, is that it's to deceive, right? Yeah. The idea is that it's not that they're copying this stuff and using it just to sell something different. The idea is they're trying to deceive. Or is it confusing to the consumer because it looks so much like the other product, right? Like, because I think a lot of people think like, oh, they're ripping them off and it's the circuit, but it's like it's clear that it's a different product. It's just inspired by, or inspired by meaning it's a clone, but it's not trying to deceive. No one's trying to sell it as like a true one. Yeah. And so the Behringer is pretty
egregious.
It's pretty egregious.
And I don't think that it came from a place of deceit from Behringer. I just think it was absolute and utter laziness on their part. And like their whole thing is like trying to make things that have the vibe and personality of other units. But to call it a Centaur, which I'm sure Bill still owns the mark for that, because it does. I mean, I know how long a trademark or copyright lasts. I'm sure a mark lasts a long time. Centaur is the name of the model. The company is Klon. The model is Centaur. Or the company's Klon Siberia, but whatever. But the fact that the unit had Centaur on the face and it had the Centaur man, which was not changed. No. And it didn't say Behringer on the face of it at all.
You could conceivably, somebody could order that thing,
and think it's a Klon.
I mean, yes.
Everyone out there...
No one watching this would do that.
No.
But,
I mean, a lot of people buy Gibsons or buy Gibsons thinking they're Gibsons because they don't know any better. And that is where the problem really lies in this. And I'm pretty sure Behringer has pulled... Like, anyone who's sold that pedal, it's all pulled. And so these will probably die. There's probably... I don't know what they're going to do, because I bet there's a
lot of them.
Thousands made in their factory or in retailers all over the country.
You got to just drive a tractor over them like they did the Firebird X.
You know what? Everyone who complained about that Firebird X, shut up. Those guitars were awful. They couldn't function without other equipment.
Oh, you mean complaining about them running them over?
Yeah, oh, you should give them to kids. It's like, it doesn't function as a guitar without other stuff. And in that, it was a terrible guitar. They had already lost all their money and they were never going to make it back. And to give a child or give someone in need of a guitar that guitar, you're doing that person a disservice. So
yeah, they could be playing the oboe.
Give them
they're
anything
not gonna
else.
They're not going to be a guitar player if you give them that one.
Right. They're going to go, blah.
It's like someone say, oh, you want to play guitar? It's like, yeah, here's a classical guitar with nylon strings and high action. Figure it out, kid.
Those guitars aren't even worthy of being screwed to the wall on an Applebee's. They're not worth. They were that. What happened to them, I think, was hilarious.
They deserve their fate.
And they deserve their fate. Sometimes you gotta. It sucks to suck. You make mistakes financially in business, and you gotta deal with it. And they dealt with it, and I think it was hilarious. So. Bill does have active marks for the Klon. Centaur and the KTR. I mean, as he should for that thing. We're still fighting to get Mythos.
Yes. Love seeing that bill pop up.
Yeah. Occasionally the lawyer will email me, and then I'll get a bill for like $300 because it took him half an hour to type an email. Hey, Chris. Yeah, Behringer, you know, they're just a copy company. They, you know, copied Mackie and all sorts of stuff. You're right, Surf Green. Thoughts on PMT going bankrupt? I don't know.
I don't know enough about that.
I don't know anything about that company.
I saw that happen.
Because that was an English store. Maybe, was it a chain of stores? And they just up and just closed. Just shut it down. Thanks. So it sucks. You know, I don't like to see anybody have that happen. WizDog, did we play the bonsai and just not show it during the footage? We actually never plugged in the bonsai, Rhett and I brought it. Oh. And by the time he'd suffered through, because like he edited out a lot of the conversation and the playing, because like it was like one take over an hour of us doing.
Oh, I thought you said one take was an hour. I'm like, dang, man, you're getting your jam band on. You're just going.
No, but like the whole video, like we did that all in one take, no cuts, and so by the time he kind of had to parse through all that, it wouldn't even have made sense even if we'd have played it.
I gotcha. Ooh, I've been jonesing for a baritone. So, yes.
Ooh, yes you have.
Yes, you have. We carry 2 brands that make great baritones. Give us a call. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The Novo Baritone and Castadosa.
Whew.
Yeah. We're fans of Castadosas because we
both own Castadosa baritones.
The Novo is a very different instrument.
Yeah, I really liked it, but it's I could talk to you. I could probably know right away which one would be right for you.
If you want a baritone that feels like a guitar when you play it, Castadosa. If you want a baritone that feels like a baritone and sounds like the best version of that, then Novo. It's a much tauter. It's more taut. It's a tighter feeling playing experience, whereas the Castadosa, despite having almost the same strings,
it just feels like a guitar.
It's much more slinky. I like them both, but yeah. Hal was right. Zach, is there something to the idea of leaving a battery in a pedal when powered with a power supply? It seems like there's a little extra juice in the pedal when both are in use. So...
Is this Eric Johnson?
I love Eric Johnson.
Yeah.
Or at least I love that song.
He's a battery man.
He's a battery man.
Yeah. Lay it on us. What do you think about this? You got something?
Wait.
What do you got?
I can't
Can you
show
that? No, don't show that.
Do I have some?
Which one's this one? Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Here's an open Argo Boost Deluxe here. I had to look and see. So, ain't no way, ain't no how you're going to see this. But, okay. Jack, right? The DC jack on these. These are switching. So, essentially how this jack, and any jack, like something on a mini pedal, almost everything, trying to think of like power jacks in modern pedals. Almost every modern pedal uses a switching jack. So what that means is if you have a battery inside your pedal and you plug in a power supply, then the connection that connects the battery to the portion of the circuit board that needs power is broken. Okay. So when you unplug that power, there's a little flap that will connect that thing so that the battery would work. So if you have a modern pedal and you have a battery in it and you plug in a power supply, there should not be any connection between that battery and the circuit while it's plugged in. When it's unplugged, the battery is active, but that defeats it. And it doesn't matter. I mean, there might be something to using a stereo jack when you plug it in. There's something, the battery's kind of turned on, but it's still not connected, so it's not completing the circuit, so it shouldn't be draining. So no,
that's not going to do anything.
I think it's just in your head, which is fine. That sort of thing has permeated not just guitar culture, but everything. And if it makes you play better, if it makes you think you sound better, if you like it better, then it is better for you. But I don't think there's anything technical going on, unless it's an old pedal.
Yes,
and
I was going to say, we don't know which one that they're using.
Some vintage power jacks aren't shorting, meaning that, or switching, so that when you plug in a power supply and you have a battery in it, you're doubling the voltage or adding whatever the battery is to whatever the power supply is. Yeah. Did someone break wind? It was probably me going. Can I mod a big puff with a gate? No. Just buy a gate pedal. Buy the.
Which one?
Zool. They make Fortin. That's what it is. They make a really killer gate.
Sweet.
For stuff. Oh, thoughts on the new Supro Airwave?
Didn't even
Kevin
know that
Smith.
was the thing.
Supro, this is interesting. I did see this.
I did not see this. Also, there's new classic vibes. Didn't see that either.
I did see that.
What was I doing this week?
I don't know.
Was it working?
Man.
That's
great.
He's excited. He's like, Matthew doesn't know what's going on. That means he's actually been working.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, man.
Let's see. Here, screen share. So, Supro announced this, a 25 watts. Oh, for crying out loud.
Looks cool.
Oh, look at that. I love when the websites go mobile. A 25 watt combo that they've partnered with 2 notes. So basically like the D20 or whatever the little smaller rev combos are. It has IRs and cab sims built in.
Cool.
But it's a handsome little combo. I kind of like the gigantic Airwave.
I love the way this thing looks.
Although I wish each knob had a label that corresponded to the letter of the word itself.
I like Treb. That's pretty good. Treb.
You ever met anyone named Treb?
No.
I mean...
There's some Trevs.
Trev. Yeah. Never trust a Trev. Sorry.
Wow.
No, I don't know. It's fine.
Like never trust a Zach with a K?
No.
Are you okay with Zach's with K?
Zach with a K is fine. Zach, the ZAC is okay. ZAK.
What about ZACK? H.
I mean, hey.
What about Matthew with one T?
That's weird.
I've seen that before.
No. Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Matthew. Yeah, this looks cool.
It looks neat. Although Supro, come on guys, there's a lot of photoshopping you could have done to fix these little things.
Double dang.
But yeah, basically it's just it's got a 2 notes built in. I'm not sure what the amplifier is based on, but it looks handsome. I really liked what was that last Supro that came out? It came out a few years ago. That Montauk, not that one. You guys, this is riveting.
Oh God, it hurts my brain.
They might have discontinued it. It was like
because you liked it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. It was like a more affordable, like bigger one. I don't know. I don't see it anymore. Oh well, it's okay.
All good, brother.
Thoughts on the Gibson mod collection or demo shop?
It's cool.
It's great. You've
bought stuff off demo shop.
I've bought a couple demo shop guitars. Never bought a mod shop guitar. None of those have ever appealed to me. Yeah, the classic vibe lineup, pretty vanilla. What were my 3 favorite tube screamers from that video? Well, the Envy, the Envy, and the Envy.
Man, that's the right answer. Finally, you're trying to sell some stuff.
No,
jeez.
I love the Envy. I mean, honestly, the Envy is the culmination of that entire box of tube screamers over there. But if I had to pick something that was not something I made.
No, you don't have to.
I don't have to. But I do. I mean, the Envy is like...
Well, what inspired the Envy that you own?
I mean, the Envy is inspired by all the mods I ever did to old screamers. Mm-hmm. My favorite tube screamers... I love the 35th anniversary and the narrow box. I think it's just so cool looking. Honestly, I love the TS10. I don't know why. It just has a vibe. And then the new tube. The Vim-RAM I really like, but it's not completely a tube screamer, but Envy's first. all this different spelling of Zach.
Let's do this one.
Oh yes,
I love this guitar.
Jared.
I love this guitar. This guitar
I do too.
This guitar is
look at that handsome face. Holy mackerel! Look at this guy.
Yeah, Jared comes to the shop sometimes.
I know.
He's very intimidating.
Yeah, he's tall and handsome.
Yeah, I don't. Neither. Both things. Neither of us are. I'm 5'12". That's pretty close.
Yeah, you're tall.
PRSguitar.com.
Oh, come on.
There's an S. They didn't.
Why didn't they buy that?
They should buy PRSguitars.com. So this guitar. What are you doing?
Frick.
Good Lord.
Sorry, I just wound up on.
Your Googling is terrible.
I wasn't Googling. I was going direct.
That's what I call it. It's Googling.
That's what I call it.
Just doing stuff on the computer.
All right.
Hey, I feel like this guitar was like engineered for both of us to like go. I don't need this, but I want it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't need this, but I want it. I love it.
Same. So, as part of the continued 40th anniversary from PRS, they announced a new version of the single cut.
Yeah.
McCarty. The SC56. Apparently 56 represents
his birth year.
Paul's birth year.
Yes.
But also that is when the first PAFs were really
designed.
Well, that's when they were like kind of finalized.
Gotcha.
I don't know. There may have been some PAFs on lap steels and maybe some other stuff.
Got it.
But I don't know if any. I don't know if there were any guitars with PAFs in 1956. Not that I'm aware of. Maybe a hollow body there somewhere. But anyway, the new McCarty SC56 is basically a culmination of everything that PRS has learned. It's the 594 scale length, so 24.594 inch scale length. It is weight relieved or chambered?
It's chambered.
Or was that, okay, it says weight relief.
It's what they're calling it. I mean,
it has all sorts of wacky little things that have things to add structural support, but also reduce the weight of the guitar by about 2/3 of a pound, which on a guitar is
a lot.
That's a lot.
It's got the new McCarty 3 pickups.
McCarty 3 pickups. It has the eagle on the headstock, which is was a private stock. That might be UPS, which was a private stock thing.
Hey, buddy.
And so what's funny is I was talking to Dylan Adams. I'm sorry, I'm out of. There we go. I was talking to Dylan Adams about we were just chatting, and he said, "Hey, have you heard about this new PRS thing before the guitar was out?" And I said, "No, what is it?" And he's like, "I might not be at liberty to say."
Who's this?
Dylan.
Oh yeah.
And then literally a day later, scoot over that way. We're kind of like hidden by the photo. There we go. Literally a day later,
they popped it.
They shared this, and he has one on loan, and he said, "Zach,
you don't want to give it back."
He's like, "I think this might be the best single cut guitar I've ever played.
Yeah.
It sounds incredible. I think they have kind of revamped the whole thing, and Dylan's and Dylan's a hardcore Les Paul guy.
I trust Dylan.
You hear the guy play and you know he knows what he's talking about, but he was swept off his feet. So how much? They're $49.50.
$49 cheap. I know. Isn't it terrible? Guitar prices are the way they are. When you see $49.50, you're like, that's a good price.
Yeah,
that's reasonable. They could have bumped it up a lot as a limited edition thing. That's really what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
is that they could have.
It's the cost of a normal production.
It's a normal production cost.
Yes. I think that having played some 594 single cuts, I've played some other really high end, like an Orca. And some others like Nick Huber guitars and Patrick James Eggle and some other guitars that are kind of in this sort of aesthetic ballpark.
Yeah.
That were amazing, astonishing instruments. But all of those, if you could find one for less than $8,000, then you've stolen it basically. For these guitars, every one I've played, of the older 594 single cut, have been nothing but stellar.
Yeah.
And I am so curious about this guitar. I can't, in good conscience, justify it.
Well, that's the thing right now. I mean, I don't. I'm trying. If I do get anything, I need something that's going to give me a new flavor.
Yes.
And I think it's just not going to be different enough than the Mariana as far as the tone that I'm going for. And I also own a 2003 McCarty, which is going for the same thing, but I still want it.
I
just because it's cool, right? It's just a want, though. There's no needs. I got no gigs coming up this weekend, but the want is strong.
The thing about Paul and company and everybody that works at PRS is they are so obsessed with doing things better and never settling. They're never looking backwards.
Yeah, that's why the old
they're
guitars,
only looking backwards for inspiration.
Yeah, like there's not a lot of the old guitars that are like super valuable because people want the new stuff. There's a few ones like the Super Eagle. The Modern Eagle 1 is actually another one that's really, that one's a little pricey, but like for the most part, people just want. So there are really good deals out there if you want to get a used PRS.
I mean, like PRS in general, just like, you buy any guitar that's a few years old, and usually you can get. It's all nitro. It's all the new stuff, and you can get them for a crazy deal. But even that, like, you don't even have to go nitro.
Yeah.
Oh, Cassius. I just want to profess my love for the Big Herk. It is most of my gain staging now, which has been a super appreciated simplification of my sound.
Wow. Well, that was the goal of the pedal.
That's it.
Like, literally what we wanted was someone to say, I don't want to mess with anything. I just want to put a Big Herk on my board, and now I've got all the gain sounds that I want.
Well, the tagline that we came up with was, this is your drive section, and you just confirmed it, and thank you. I don't feel like we've lately given the Big Herk a lot of love.
Yeah.
I
think probably because we did so well with it right out of the gate, and it's been pretty consistent. You kind of forget about it because a lot of times we go back to stuff that's like, hey, we have this needs more love because we really love it, and it's not, we want more people to embrace it. And the Herk has been so consistent. It's like you kind of just don't think about it.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do
Oh, well, so
we've talked about doing some stuff with it, right?
Yeah, and one thing that's been kind of a cool thing lately is that, well, cool is relative, but
yes.
I'm starting to work on Mondays here by myself, and that's giving me a lot more freedom to do more videos and stuff. So hopefully, as we continue to work on projects and get things done, we're going to have more time for me to get stuff like that going where I can do more videos, revisit things, and do the stuff that I want to do. Because, like, doing a demo video is, no one cares. Like, doesn't matter. But showing, like, doing stuff that's purposeful or, gives someone a reason to watch it is really important. And we turned Matthew's office into
a video room,
the high voltage room. Yeah. But it could be anything.
We're going to do lots of stuff in there, but hopefully we can get into a rhythm because I think that we've just got lots of stuff we want to get to show off. High voltage, we've barely done any long form videos highlighting the gear yet. We've done some stories and reels, but nothing, no real deep dives, and I really want to do that. And then also kind of get back to in those highlighting all the Mythos stuff too. So
let's see. Whoa. Ooh, I like this.
Love this question.
What's a good replacement humbucker for the bridge of a Strandberg Bowden Essential? Want something better for higher gain that sounds as good as stocks when the coils are split. So the only thing that's weird about Strandberg, and maybe we could pull this up, is the routing and how pickups are mounted can be kind of funny. Yes. So the Bowden Essential, I believe, is not a fan fret guitar. Yes, it's a standard fret. And so you can see, let's zoom in on enhance. You can kind of see that the crying out loud, the routes on these are rounded.
Oh, I see.
Which is weird. So you can't just throw any humbucker in there because the edge of the mount won't fit. So DiMarzio will fit, but I believe that Strandberg sells pickups, or at least they used to. Pickups, 0. Come on.
They don't do it anymore.
So they used to sell pickups. The Plenty pickups are awesome for higher gain. I hate that. But I would look at DiMarzio. Any of the DiMarzio stuff would function really well in that sort of guitar. Let's see. Jacob bought a Fano from us at High Voltage Guitars, and his Dr. Z was giving him fits. He got it fixed, and it sounds incredible. Now he wants another Fano. Hey, you know who to call.
We've got some. Let's go.
Oh man, just finished Andor. Most incredible Star Wars is really good. Let's see, Mythos coffee mug win. I don't know. We should.
The hard part about those is that, like, you know, we can do them on like the Printful thing where people can order them.
Right.
And that never seems to work. But then it's like hard because you don't really know like how many to get. You know, if you order them and then actually have them in stock, you're gonna move them. Merch is just weird.
Merch sucks.
It's the worst. That's why, you know, it's kind of just a, you know, you're definitely not worried about making any money from merch.
I don't like the. Okay, Greg, since it's a Les Paul ripoff, referring to the single cut 56.
No, it's not, Greg.
It's not. It's like it's inspired by it, but I don't play that guitar and go, oh, this feels just like a Les Paul. It doesn't. It feels like
a PRS.
It feels like a PRS, and it feels like a refinement on the Les Paul. I love my Les Pauls, obviously. Yeah. But while it has the vibe and honestly a better sound than most Les Pauls, it doesn't. It's just a different thing. It's definitely not apples to oranges. It's maybe oranges to grapefruit or something. you know, it's in the same family, but I think there's space for both. And if you haven't played one, then you have no right to say anything disparaging towards PRS, because
try one out, Greg.
Just try one.
Yeah,
they're really good.
Yeah.
And honestly, the quality that you get from PRS, I'm not being paid to say this. It meets or exceeds most custom shop guitar levels.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that's fact.
Because find an R9 that looks as good and plays as good and sounds as good as that guitar. That's under $5,000 new, and then we'll talk. But you can't.
There you go.
How does the Envy compare to the Plumes? I've never played a Plumes.
Never played a Plumes.
The Plumes only has a clipping switch. We have a bass switch. There are some more mods on a Plumes to change it. I take that back. I have played a Plumes. I played one at Eastside, and I found it a bit unbearably bright. So, I don't know. I'm going to say something. I think I made the Envy because I love the Tube Screamer.
Okay.
I adore that circuit. It is one of my favorite pedals of all time. It's one of the reasons why I am sitting here right now.
Yeah.
And that's why I made it. I'm sure Jamie likes Tube Screamers, but I think they made that to make a product to sell, to hopefully have something that could bolster their lineup. And so, that's just kind of how I would, I made the Envy because I was super passionate about that circuit and made it to the best of my ability while not trying to change it into something that it isn't. And I think a lot of people try to shift things into something else. So, talk to us about the Conchers Standard. And by the way, I love Jamie and all of them, but they have a very big business to run, and you gotta pay them bills. So sometimes you have to make stuff. That's all. The Conchers Standard. Maybe Matthew should talk about it.
Why?
Let's not whack it on the.
I'm not going to whack it on anything.
So
this guitar is a complete one of one, right?
Yes.
It is the first time that this guitar has ever been made by Carlos and Stephanie over at Castadosa. So normally this look here, this exact look is...
Get up in the light.
This look is the Baritone, right?
Yes.
They do a standard model, and that one has the big pick guard, and it's 25.5-inch scale. And so for this one right here, we actually had a customer reach out to us and said, hey, could I get a Contour standard, but have it look like the Baritone with the dove guard, that's what they call it, like the half guard right here, and that look. And I said, yeah, we can do that. And then we got it on order, and homie couldn't go through with the purchase. It happens sometimes. And what we did was we said, that's cool and unique enough that we're just going to go for it. So it's 25.5-inch scale, and it's also 10 to 46. Now, the other Contour standards that Carlos does are still tuned to B2B, are 13 to 62, the same strings as a regular, and that one's supposed to be more like a Baritone style guitar, something that like Joey Landreth or Ariel Posen sometimes play on their stuff, you know, that real tight tuning.
Standard scale tuned way down.
So this is just a totally different beast, right? It's a normal guitar. And in my opinion, playing it, I absolutely adore this guitar. It's sort of like, I'd say, like a Strat on super steroids. Some HGH. It's got Strat-like qualities with
HGH?
HGH is a type of steroid.
Oh, okay.
That's like what Barry Bonds and those guys took in the early 2000s. Yeah.
Fun.
So it's just
Where
like,
do you get that? I'm just asking.
It's like
I'm asking
it's
for
called
a friend.
Human growth hormone.
Oh,
it's some good stuff.
Sweet.
Yeah, just write that down.
Yeah, you keep talking.
HGH. So it's sort of like, I would say, like if you like it's a very unique guitar, but like I'm sort of obsessed over it because I've never really wanted a Strat style guitar. I've always thought, well, maybe I could get a Strat style guitar, but I always fall into all the Strat style guitar traps. But this guitar does a lot of that sound. This guitar does a lot of that sound without looking like it at all.
It doesn't look.
And you get the mini humbuckers. They're nice and bright, but they've got a kind of a punch to them. It's just a wholly unique. I think if you're interested in this guitar, you know, we should do some demos of it. I know Jeff absolutely loves it too. You need to play it a little bit more.
I can tell you guys have been playing it.
I know. I kind of.
I gotta restring it.
But yeah, it's super cool.
What is this? What gauge is this? 10 to 46?
10 to 46.
Okay, thank goodness. I don't like when people use weird strings because then it's a pain in the neck to restring them and make them the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a very cool guitar. It's very different. It's, you know, very Carlos.
It's the Carlos special, yeah.
But
it was the first guitar in a while. We've had a lot of nice guitars come in here, but it was the first guitar in a while where I plugged it in and I said, what? Like, I just was like blown away right away. Like, I was like, I got sweaty about it. I was like, this is a tones that I don't have. And they sounded terrific.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It's a very cool guitar. And if you're interested, just let us know. Because
that's the story behind it. So
someone asked about my Stratocaster back here. Ooh, I don't know if I've ever shown this. Woo. This was the last guitar I bought. Who asked about this? Story about the plumes with the actual prototype on Jamie's board for years. I mean, wasn't that the same with like the Westwood? So set the tone to 0. Oh, okay, Paul. This was the last guitar I bought. It is, right?
I mean, I can't keep up, dog.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
After the shop had opened, and I'd started playing, because we bought a Stratocaster from Corey.
We did.
A Landau Strat, custom shop.
It was really nice.
It was a great guitar, and I kind of fell in love with Strats again after playing that into some of the Two Rocks and my Two Rocks. And I haven't had a proper Strat in a long time. That was like something that I would have spec'd out. We had the McCready, which is really cool. Let that go. We have the Silver Sky. It's over there, which is incredible. It's one of our trade show things because it sounds great. It's consistent. We don't have to worry about it. It's not crazy money. But I wanted to find a Strat for me, and I love hardtails, so I went to Groon's, and they had this. This is a custom shop 62 hardtail in Olympic white. I pulled the throwbacks that were out of the McCarty when I sold it, and put them in this. It's a Stratty sounding Strat. It just sounds like a Strat.
It strats it up.
It does, and I recently put the John Mayer strings on it because I'm trying to find the setup and the strings that I like. I'm the kind of person that will match strings to the guitar, so that the guitar, it's the best that it can be.
You don't have a set here's my string set.
Yeah, I don't do all 10s or all 9s or whatever. Each guitar gets its own thing, and this I was kind of struggling. I kept going lighter, and I just took it up a half gauge basically, and
it's working for
I really like it. I just did it this morning, but I was like, oh no, that's the thing I needed. It gives a little more weight to the high string. But yeah, super cool mint green guard. Parchment plastic.
It's a classic look.
It's
good looking board.
You know what's fun? Oh yeah,
a little
real
flamey
dark.
Neck too.
It's not too heavy.
A little flamey on the neck.
Yeah,
too.
a
little boner flame.
I don't know if that's boner flame or it's just.
Did you pay for it?
I mean, I bought the guitar.
I meant is it an option that makes the guitar more expensive?
It wasn't crazy, and I will say, if you're in the Nashville area, or you're anywhere really, and you want a Fender custom shop that's a little different. The guys at Groon's, Brian over there, really hooked it up, and super great guys. I think Groon's has really kind of shifted their whole, what's the word? They've
vibes
turned around the perception of the store. I feel like for a long time they were considered very stuffy and uppity, and I feel like the new hires and what they're trying to do has been great.
That's
nice. And yeah, this was a cool guitar. It'd been hanging on the wall for a while. No one wanted a hardtail Strat, which is crazy to me. But both my Fender custom shops are white, which is funny. Because both of my Les Pauls that were flame top were the same color too.
Yeah, you're just boring.
I've been saying that for years.
All right.
Love that guitar. Any last
questions? Let's do some rapid fire questions here.
Poo.
Taco Bell, by the way. That's what we're gonna eat today. Taco Bell. Get them nugs. Have you guys all tried the nugs yet? They're terrific.
They are good, and the sauce is.
Yeah,
I love the sauce.
The Fire Ranch.
The Fire Ranch.
It's terrific.
It's Hidden Valley Ranch with fire salt, the fire hot sauce in it.
Yeah.
And now I do that anytime I eat ranch. I'll find the fire Taco Bell and squirt it
I put Frank's in it. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Buffalo Ranch.
It's good.
I'm not a big Frank's guy.
Yeah, I gotta be a Frank's guy. Dad bought a couple big old bottles from Costco.
Gallon in the.
He's like, only $5. And so I've got a bottle at home and a bottle here.
What's with dads?
Dads love Costco.
Is that going to happen to us?
Yes,
where we're
100%.
Hey, why'd you buy a 20-pack of deodorant? It was only $3.
It's when
you can walk away. It's okay.
Yeah, my dad has 3 refrigerators, so.
Oh man, 6105 frets on the Strat. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't care. It plays good, sounds good.
Play good, sound good.
It's lightweight.
Yeah.
Some Strandbergs can use Sir pickups. Good. By the way, I love Strandberg guitars too.
I know you do.
So.
You had me sweating.
You know what's funny?
You and McKinley both got Strandbergs, and I was on the website going, maybe I should just get one. Why not? I thought they were really fun.
My left hand has been giving me a lot of problems lately. We haven't really talked about this.
No,
I think I think carpal tunnel is coming because my
need to lop it off.
I mean, that would probably be
full
better
Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, just get a prosthetic robot hand. But even playing Xbox or something, sometimes this hand falls asleep, and I looked it up, and it's probably carpal tunnel.
Got the stranger while you're playing video games.
Or it's just the fact that I'm really stressed out all the time.
Nah, you're fine. That's great. Everything's great. We're doing great.
Let's see. I just need to stimulate my pituitary gland.
Yeah, that's what the HGH does, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
I've heard you can stimulate glands in different ways. I don't know what I'm going to say. They've sold something like 70,000 plumes at this point. That's what happens when you sell a pedal for $100, and you're one of the biggest boutique pedal brands in the world.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
But let's see.
Wah.
Austin, who asked about the Contras. Where's the Contras sit compared to different types? Get that its own thing, but
I mean that is like. Yes, I got you. Where does it sit compared to different types? You talking about like the baritone or the
different guitars?
The guitars. Yeah, I mean that the one we have is such a unique beast. It's like really not compared to anything. That's what I mean. It's like it's just a Carlos special. That's really what it is. That guitar is a Carlos special. The next one we're getting a Halcon for a customer, and then we're gonna finally get a Mariana in here.
It's a Mariana chamber. It's a chamber.
It's just semi-hollow. Same as my guitar, but we're getting with the mastery.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll be getting that one in this fall. So.
Best always-on pedal.
The pedal that you like the most that you can't turn off.
I get
that's it.
Well, I don't have it. A Flint. I don't know.
Oracle.
Oracle.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I don't.
Mjolnir, if you like, that's your sound.
Yeah, I think the only pedals that should always be on are probably some time-based things. I don't. If you need an overdrive or a boost or something always on, means you need a new amp, and you know what that means? 2-rock time.
Oh man, I probably for the last 20-something years, or close to it, like I've always had a drive pedal on, and the amount of time that I play without a pedal on now that I have a 2-rock is, I mean, more than I ever have my entire guitar playing career.
Yep.
Because it just sounds so good, and I'm, I like my big sounds, my rock and roll. I'm a distortion guy. I'm a fuzz guy, but it's like I've never loved an amp as much as I love this one and how it sounds without all that crap. So it's great. 2-rock.
2-rock. David, I appreciate any suggestions about this hand, but this hand only turns halfway over. I actually don't have a joint right here. It's all held together with tendons because I broke it when I was a kid. So I can't. It just does what it does. So it's gonna be one of those sucks to suck. Are either of us getting a Switch 2?
No.
I might get that portable Xbox thing.
It looks really cool.
I've heard it's heavy, but I don't.
The Switch 2 for me, I'm mainline Zelda. Probably would be the only thing that would get me to switch over. I honestly didn't play my Switch as much as I thought I would. I liked it, but I didn't play it that much.
I like the Switch okay. It's a nostalgia machine for me.
Yeah.
But that's what the kiddo plays. He saw the Switch 2. I was avoiding everything, and then he saw some ads for it.
And I was like, what's that?
Like, there's a new Switch and a new Mario Kart? And I'm like, yeah, it's like, I don't know, like $3 million or something crazy.
He's 7? You can get a job? When did you start working?
Oh, I was like 4. Oh, we got a super chat from Travis.
Where?
Right here.
Oh, hey, Travis.
Lunch money, thank you. Love a good custom shop Les Paul, but lately I've been entertaining McCarty 594. Thoughts?
Maybe we had a whole riff on it earlier. Yeah.
So if you have the opportunity, go play one. I believe you're in Nashville, right? Go to Guitar Center. They have. I don't know if they'll have the new ones, but if you play a 594, then you kind of can get a feel for, because it'll have the pattern vintage neck.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
I mean, since I played. My first guitar being a Strat, and then my second guitar being a McCarty, like I like PRSs way more than Les Pauls because that feel is what I'm used to. So I'm 100% in the camp. of going with the 594 over the custom shop Les Paul.
Yeah,
but that's again, it's what you're used to and what feels right, and the PRS just feels right to me the way it's laid out because that's what I'm used to, and I just can't switch to a Les Paul because it just feels weird. Yeah, it would take a lot for me to feel comfortable on that guitar.
I love Les Pauls, obviously, but I just don't foresee. I don't foresee. Sorry. Wait. Hold, sorry. I was switching up different questions.
So many things going on.
I think that it all depends on what's going to inspire you to play the most.
Yes. That's really it.
So because ultimately both those guitars are going to feel, they're going to feel similar in a way.
Yeah.
But whichever one you see on the stand, you see the case, and you get more excited.
Well, and I've said this story before, and everyone can hear it again because I'm talking. Is that the single cut was the guitar that actually got me into PRS.
Yeah.
I saw the ad for one, and I was like, oh my God, this is the most beautiful guitar I've ever seen in my life. And I ended up getting a regular PRS because I went to Guitar Center Hollywood and tried a bunch, and I thought, just vibe-wise, I wanted to get something that was a little more classic PRS that just felt right to me. But I've always in the back of my mind said, I got to get a single cut one day. That's the OG. That's the one that I saw the ad for it, and I said, I have to have one of these.
Yeah.
So eventually, one day. I always think about buying one from back then, too. Like if I had ordered a single cut instead of a McCarty and get one of the... Because their prices are great.
Josh.
Yeah.
Thanks for making my drive fun. All right. Looking forward to coming high voltage guitars.
Oh,
next month.
All right.
Come by.
We got
Bring
lots
that
of good
strap.
stuff. Lots of good stuff.
Thank you, Josh. A lot of people complaining about anti-consumer vibes from Nintendo. Gonna hold off until they're discounted. Nintendo doesn't.
They don't discount.
It's like.
They're like Apple. They're hardline, man.
Yeah, it's Apple. It's Rolex.
Certain people,
You don't like. If it sells at the full price, there's no reason to discount it.
Honestly, and like the fact that Microsoft and Sony like raised the prices of their consoles, like it's gonna be a while before, I mean, you can get a Switch probably for a deal now, an original.
Oh yeah, you probably get one on Facebook for like nothing. Yeah. But I don't know. Well, we're running a little long here. People are telling me to go to a hand orthopedic surgeon.
Yeah.
Chairman podcast was top chairman. What is that?
Chairman podcast.
Chairman? What is this?
Is it a chairman podcast?
Is that the Vertex one?
I don't know.
Chairman of the boards.
Pedalboard podcast. That's cool.
Oh, I think that is. Yeah, it's Vertex.
It's the Vertex one.
Talking about EQD and that they aren't doing too well with tariffs.
Oh, yeah.
Thoughts, how are we doing? We're doing okay.
We've talked about this a lot on the show.
Yeah. When you're the scale of Earthquaker and you get hit with tariffs.
You're just going to get your ass kicked.
Yeah, I mean, they're like, I know for a fact that some of these guys have tariff bills or have had tariff bills on their desks for $100,000.
Yeah.
Think about that. $100,000 bill on top of everything else that you have to do to operate as a business. Stupid. I'm getting more and more angry every day about everything. Nothing's getting better.
I don't know. Switch 2 is better.
Is it? I mean use it like a mouse. That's kind of.
I mean, it's a objectively better console.
Yeah, it's still just like
more powered.
I don't know. Like, I saw people saying that it's, like comparing, like, Cyberpunk on it to, like, other stuff. And they're like, it looks great. I'm like, yeah, it looks okay.
I mean,
it doesn't look as
remember,
good.
I think that's like, but you've been a 2-console person for a while. Like,
I've had 3 consoles.
Oh, my God.
I bought PS5 when it came out, Xbox during COVID, and the Switch, like, really early.
Yeah.
That guy from Goodwood is long-winded. I can't listen. I don't listen to any other podcasts.
I don't even listen to us.
I don't. I listen to Dipped if someone says something was offensive or funny, and I'll go, what was? And then I'll go find it. Yeah, everybody's been hit hard. It's not good. Awful. It's not going to get any better until all of it kind of goes away. Because the fact is, production in the States is just never going to reach the level that it needs to be. And I'm in an email thread with a bunch of pedal builders, and one of them shared a video about a YouTuber like making a grill brush.
Okay.
And trying to make it in America. And how difficult
just a grill brush
to make a grill brush in the States. How difficult that is. And not only that, but trying to source stuff that is actually made here, because he got like a knob or like a knob topper thing for like adjusting like the tightness of this special chainmail grill brush. And the supplier said it's absolutely made in America, because to say something is made in USA, almost the entire majority of it has to be assembled in the States. Got the boxes in, and it said "Made in Costa Rica." He bought this mail. It was like a chain mail grill brush that won't leave fibers, so you don't eat a piece of steel. And the supplier said, "Definitely made in the States." Showed up, made in India, and then on the box it had a bunch of Chinese printing. So, like, the difficulty of manufacturing something in the States is insane. And the lack of support from American manufacturers who do specialized things is just not there. So it's a very difficult thing, and it's not going to get any easier. And it's definitely not going to get any easier when we're getting our ass handed to us in the time being.
There you go.
So,
but to leave on a fun note, another super chat.
Oh, Paul, thank you. More tacos. Yes. Still have to spec a Novo. Might be worth some quick coverage of how a firm applied to the process. So a firm, if you're checking out, it's just an option. It sucks for us because we get hit with a pretty big percentage.
But
you can use it
to make sure that there's more people can get into the gear that they want.
Right.
We offer the best terms that we can afford to offer.
Yeah. So you can use a firm or shot pay on any invoice that we send. We will send for anything you custom order. You have to pay 25% down, a non-refundable deposit, and then when the item arrives to us or is ready to ship direct from manufacturer or something, you have to pay the remainder. You can pay those however you want.
Yes. So you can check out with a firm on either of those, and I think we do offer. On the Affirm, there's a 12-month no interest payments on there. So that's the best that we can do because the better deals that you offer, the higher percentage it is, and the more we get hit. And, we're a small business. So, but call us up. Novos are hot right now. We got a lot of good stuff. And we just got one in that we didn't even post on the website. It sold before we did. It happens.
Which is great.
It happens.
So,
if I post a picture, it was just somebody that came in and I hadn't even put it on the website yet because we've had a busy week and it sold.
I didn't get a chance to talk to him much because I was dealing with 2 dogs at the shop.
I know.
But anyway,
let's tease a little bit more teasers from the pedal we teased this week on Instagram.
You want to go get one?
Yeah.
Okay, so to wrap up the stream, we'll tease this. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for being a part of the live stream. Thanks for being a part of Mythos in general. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate all the super chats, Josh, Paul, Travis. That just goes to paying for these guys getting their lunch. So don't give us any more money. That we're about to end. I always feel weird when people send a super chat and then we wrap up the stream.
You have to do this because I'll accidentally show it off.
Okay, so
they're making them right now.
Maybe this. Wait.
Yeah, just do that.
This?
They're gonna know what it is.
Oh, here.
What are you doing? Come on, what are you doing?
I'm gonna hide part of what this is, because if you see that, if you see just this, you'll never know what it is, right?
What are you talking about? This is like the most obvious thing that we make. What are you doing?
What do you think about that?
Sure, I don't care.
Or should I just rip that to show?
No, just flash it real quick.
The whole thing?
No, just that now that you've put the tape on it, it's funny. So just show that.
All right. So
it's not a big deal.
Get ready for the end. Just hover over the video.
What do you do? I can't do that. I don't want to be. I can't
finish. Okay, well, I'll do it. All right, everybody. So thanks for hanging with us. We appreciate you. We'll be back to our regularly scheduled live stream.
Yeah, until something else comes up.
Well, yeah. But if you ever have any topics or ideas or anything, leave us a comment or shoot us an email. You can send it just through the contact form on Mythos Pedal.
And should we upload this to to make it a podcast?
Yeah, let us know. Because we can export it and make
But you can watch the video later on. They're all on there.
Yeah, but if you want to listen to it.
All right.
Do you ever mess with the pulse pieces of humbuckers?
Does
every
he?
time.
You guy messes with everything.
Sometimes I change them to different steel materials because I'm a nut. So anyway, last thing.
Just show it. Just show it.
With this?
No, with the tape. It's funny with the tape.
What?
All right, get out of here. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. No, get him. Turn it off.